Hi everyone, my name is Joseph and this is Task 2.1p for mobile application development, the Travel Companion app, which is basically a conversion app where we are converting various categories from different sub-values. So moving ahead, I'll just show you a quick demonstration how the app works and then we can go to the UI building and the logic building. So if I select any category. I have three categories: currency, fuel and distance, and temperature. I'll input an amount, 100. I'll see what currency I want to change it from and to. So I'll select USD as from, and I'll go to to and select AUD. And if I click on convert, the app gives me how much 100 US dollars is in Australian dollars. So basically, that's how the app is working. Moving on to the UI building part. So in Android Studio Java projects, the UI is mainly designed in activity main.xml file. Since we have only one screen, we don't have multiple layout files. We just have one, which is activity underscore main.xml file. In here we have multiple elements such as edit text, view, text view, spinner, um, we got button. So basically these are all elements that have been mentioned on .xml file so that we can adjust the UI using all the Android attributes such as layout width, layout height, text color, text style. That's basically UI styling and all of that. Moving on to the building logic part, we use main activity.java file since .java files are the files that we use to write logic for the app and connect all the UI elements from the .xml file using Android ID, and we mention everything over here and connect them. So, moving on to the logic. So for performing conversions, I have created a private double method where I have defined a switch case basically, where we take in the category. Since we have multiple categories: currency, fuel and distance, and temperature. Based on those cases, we have mentioned the source unit and the destination unit. So in case of currency, we have USD, AUD, Japanese yen, and the rest of the currencies. So we have mentioned one switch case where we are checking the source unit and one switch case where we are checking the destination unit. And based on that, we are applying the values for the input value. For the fuel and distance, similarly, we are checking if the source unit is miles per gallon or kilometers per liter. And based on the destination unit, we are applying the following mathematical operations and giving applied to the input value and giving the output value. Similarly, for the temperature, this onCreate method is the one that works when the app is running, and this starts the app basically. Once this runs, we load in all the elements in the UI and link it with the Android ID. Once that is done, we have mentioned all the categories: currencies, fuel and distance, temperatures, mentioned all the sub values as well. Using the array adapter, we have dynamically populated the spinner element in the UI. And once, based on whatever that we are trying to select, be it currency, fuel and distance, and temperature, we are populating the sub to and from
Once we have populated the spinner values, the sub values, and then we move on to the function where button convert dot set on click listener. We are listening if the button is clicked. If the button is clicked, we have a multiple step of validations where we are checking empty input, or we are checking whether the number input was given. Since we have already configured in the UI that only number inputs allowed, just through any glitches, if the user is able to enter any character